does it feel as a child and knowing that you had your two parents in your life the whole time of your life? How does it feel now being that we are not together? You jumped in between me and mommy, and you you made me feel like a child because, and you probably made your mother feel like a child too. And that was because, what would you tell the father or mother that's probably going through that right now? That's probably living in the same house and all of that. Like, what would you tell them?
Like, does that happen in like this situation?
Yeah.
I would tell them to stop.
Mm.
Clear out, just stop.
Okay.
Because if you have kids, then that's going to like, it's not going to trauma them, but it's just like they're going to have to.
It will though.
Yeah.
Later on in life, like I'm traumatized by what happened with my mother. Would you rather me keep it real with you or not?
Keep it real.
There you go. And I'm always gonna keep it real. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if it's pretty. Because guess what? Me telling you how I used to be can make you realize what not to look for in men. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about me?
I love you.
Okay.
You're the best dad ever.
Right there. Best dad ever. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? I appreciate you guys coming to the channel today as I am talking to my giddy daughter here, where she just loves being on camera herself. Everybody say hi to Jordan.
Hi.
I said everybody say hi to Jordan, and you said hi to them, but say hi to them now.
Hi.
We were just talking about life after a divorce. And I don't, sugarcoat anything to my children. I was very transparent with you guys when me and mommy decided to get a divorce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We, had some ups, we had some downs, but I'm going to ask you right now. How does it feel as a child and knowing that you had your two parents in your life the whole time of your life? How does it feel now being that we are not together?
I mean, like, it's sad. It's sad, but still, it was for the best. Because sometimes there was arguments, and sometimes I didn't like it. Sometimes Aaron didn't like it. Well, Aaron just sat there.
Speak clearly, so they can hear you.
And sometimes I would run around the house or like go outside or something because I would have to not hear it. Because sometimes when people argue in front of me, it makes my stomach go ooh everywhere. So I actually ran out the house with no shoes on. And that's why I have like a dot on my foot, and that's why it's there.
So basically what you're saying is when we did, because if you guys don't know, me and my wife did have a divorce last year, but I decided to stay in the house while we sold the house, right? We was trying to sell the house. And if you guys look at a video I put out, life after divorce, co-parenting. And I spoke on these certain things, how I don't encourage people to, and I'm gonna get your opinion on this. I don't encourage people to live together after a divorce. What do you think?
I see that. I agree with you because.
Why though? Why? Speak clearly.
Because like if if you just got a divorce and you're still trying to figure things out, like you have kids, you might like have arguments in front of them. You don't want them like see them, but even though they're in their rooms, they can still hear it.
They can still hear it.
Yeah, so it would be better if like they wasn't in the house. Even though like it's not going to be too good, but it's also good at the same time.
Yes. And I like how you put that. It's not going to be good because I'm out of the house, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be good because these two adults are arguing.
Yeah.
You know, and it can get tumultuous. And I know a lot of you guys out there probably went through the same things. I know a lot of you women out there probably went through the same things. And the thing is, you know, when I became a father for the very first time, I that's all I was a father, right? And it's just been me and my troops, my wife and my children, right? I mean, it's just been us. And my mother passed away in 2017. Rest in peace, Grandma. My uncle, and my grandmother. And probably a 4 to 5 year span, we lost the pillars of our family. So at the end of the day, it was more on us. And we were just, you know, doing our thing. So when we decided that this marriage wouldn't work anymore, it's kind of hard because you distant yourself away from a lot of family, you know, and it's hard to navigate that. So we looked at it as, okay, we'll just stay in the house together and do our thing. But like I told you guys on that video, which I do want you guys to watch, I'll put it down in the description box so you guys can see it. But I said on that video that, you know, a lot of things are still fresh. A lot of feelings are still going through the air. And that can be tumultuous, not only on the current relationship you have with your wife or husband, but on the children. I remember a time, which I said on that video, like I said, watch that video. It got to the point where my 10-year-old stepped in the middle of us, and I felt like a child, and I'm sure my ex felt like a child when this happened. And right then and there, I realized that I have to leave. You jumped in between me and Mommy, and you made me feel like a child. Because, and you probably made your mother feel like a child too. And that was because she got tired of it, you know? And she said, stop, just stop. And right then and there, I decided that I do need to leave. And, you know, how did that make you feel when I had to leave?
Like, when you first told, like, me, Aaron, and Duchess, my eyes were bawling out.
Yeah, she was gone.
Cause
I think all of y'all. No, Duchess was just stone face. Like... And Aaron, she started going because that's what Aaron does. But you tell how it felt.
Like, when people, like, when you say family meeting, that means like everybody, but it was just like my dad and Aaron and my sisters. So because my mom was over there washing dishes and cooking still, and he broke it because he looked sad. He looked sad. So I'm like, he's sad then. It's sad. So then he told us that that my mom and him are getting a divorce, that they can't work it out. So and then they're selling the house. So I was thinking like my parents are getting divorced and I can't see my friends anymore. Well, I can see my friends, but it's gonna be like on weekends sometimes. And then I'm thinking about like, oh, my friends crying and stuff. So then I'm getting.
You said to me, oh my God, it's going to be like my friends because their parents are getting divorced.
Yeah.
Which divorce is on a high out here, you guys. I think it's like 72% divorce rate in the country right now. But go ahead.
So then, wait, what else were you asking me again?
I was asking you how you felt about when you found out we was going to get a divorce, and then how, because I think what you're talking about is the talk of divorce.
Oh yeah, in the house.
Yeah,
getting
but go ahead and get to that as well.
And then like when I stepped in and stuff, and then when he said that, when he sat us down again and said that he was going, he tried to work it out, but it's just not working. So he said he's going to move to our uncle's house.
So I told you that I was going to be moving out.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about that? And when I came to you, what transpired?
At first, I was not thinking because I was like, okay, now you're gonna move out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I was sad. I was crying again.
Mm-hmm.
Because then now it's only going to be my mom in the house, and then our sisters and my dog, and yeah.
Shout out Blue.
And he's not going to be there anymore, so now I don't know what to do. So then I started crying and stuff because now he's going to be out the house.
And that's something that is really important, you guys. I talk about masculinity a lot, and the one thing about masculinity is protecting your family and being a man and having your children look at you as a superhero. Do you still look at me as a superhero?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. But I knew what was about to happen once I had to make that decision. I really had to make that decision because, like I said, she jumped in the middle of us, and that really hurt. That really stung. And I seen my ex-wife's face as well. You know, you remember seeing Mommy's face? I seen her face, and right then and there, we both looked like adolescent children, not knowing. And she looked like the adult. You know, she was like, "Stop this! Y'all ain't about to start this stuff no more." I'm like, whoa, my bad, you know. And I'm glad we could laugh about it now, but it was very serious at the time.
Yeah.
You know, it was very serious.
Because I planned that out. I planned it. For when it did happen again, I planned it because I didn't want it to happen again. So I had to.
So you planned it?
Yes.
The first time you planned it?
Yes.
You said, so what you said when you heard us arguing, all right, next time I'm gonna go take control of this. That's what you said?
Well, I didn't say those words, but yeah.
You know, I did that with my mother as well. My mother was in an actual abusive relationship, your grandmother. Then the side story, you guys, and that's what I didn't want it to get to. I would never put my hands on your mother like that, but my mother was in an abusive relationship where me and my little brother, Uncle Anthony, we would be in the room and we would hear them arguing. And one day, I got tired of it. And I told my brother, the next time I hear them argue, I'm going to run in there and, you know, bust in the room and see what I can do. But I was like 11 years old, you know, her size. This guy was big, you know, and I heard him in there. And he was beating my mother up, and I bust through the room like, "Get your hands on my mama!" He said, "Boo!" I said, phew, back to the wall. I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta call the police."
I would have been scared.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even done it.
And that's the thing, like, we fall into this cyclical environment that I didn't want my children going through. You guys, I didn't want my children going through. And till this day, um, I blame myself. I never blame my ex-wife. Never blame my children. I don't blame anybody for anything that went on in that household because it's a man's job to control and keep the peace in his house. And I didn't. I didn't. I don't care what was going on, but it was my responsibility, and I dropped the ball there. And I hope you forgive me for that. Okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
If I didn't forgive you,
She probably wouldn't be here right now.
well, I still would probably have to come, but I wouldn't be like
Yeah, you'll
down
have to
here.
come because it's in the agreement.
Yeah.
But that's why I made this channel, you guys. I know we're going 14 minutes right now, and I hope you guys getting some type of insight on what's going on because you may be going through it right now. What would you tell the father or mother that's probably going through that right now, that's probably living in the same house and all of that? Like, what would you tell them?
Like, was that happening like this situation?
Yeah.
I would tell them just stop. Clear out, just stop.
Okay.
Because if you have kids, then that's going to like, it's not going to trauma them, but it's just like they're going to have to.
It will though.
Yeah.
Later on in life, like I'm traumatized by what happened with my mother. I woke up one morning and my mother's tooth. Remember you was asking me the other day that grandma had dentures? That's because of that. He punched her tooth out.
I would have called the cops.
Yeah, I mean, he got locked up. And as he's getting locked up, he's like, Andre, I love your mother. I'm like, well, you just knocked her tooth out. Like, but that's what we go through, you know. And it's a lot of things that, you know, regular families, you guys watch my channel. If you do watch my channel, we go through things, you know, especially as fathers, that a lot of people don't recognize. We get a lot of things to where we're misunderstood. You know, mothers, they do get the sympathy, but fathers, you know, we don't get as much as we should. Do you agree? Yeah. But my daughter here is, man, she's my road dog. She calls me every day. I'm still trying to get used to this FaceTime. We never talked on FaceTime. We never talked on the phone because I was always in the house,
Unless
right?
you were at work, I call you.
Yeah, but we're getting used to this, right? And this halftime, seeing each other, we're still getting used to it. This divorce is still fresh, you guys, and I hope and pray that a lot of you guys are out there and trying to at least co-parent. And I know there's a lot of women out there that won't let you see your children, you know. I don't have that problem, even though me and my ex-wife, we got our, you know, situation. We still are cordial enough to have her with me today, you know. And I love her mother. I'm always going to love her mother. I love her. I love her sisters. And that's, if you come into a situation where the woman is willing to work with you a little bit, you know, even a little bit, take advantage of that, guys. I'm not on no child support. That child support system is crazy.
What does like child support mean?
We're gonna talk about it on another video. Where we just made a new video here. I'm gonna explain to my daughter what child support actually is, and you guys know exactly what it is. You think it's taking care of you, right? But it's not. It's a punishment to the man. And we're going to talk about it on a later episode. One thing I want to say to you guys before we leave, we appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to have some more moments with my daughters here. I got a 15-year-old and I got a 20-year-old, about to be 21. They probably ain't going to be on the channel that much because they got their own lives. They be, and she's going to get there one day to where she's not going to be calling me as much. And out with her friends, doing this, doing that, and got a boyfriend. And, we're going to talk about that boyfriend thing, too. But I appreciate you guys tuning into the show, coming into my life a little bit. And this is the first time y'all been seeing pictures since I've been posting videos. But this is her right here. It's my little twin right here. I mean, when she came out, I was like, whoa. Man, a spitting image. I appreciate you guys, though, man. Anything you want to say to the people?
Yes.
On Dutch Talk.
One
Fatherhood.
more thing.
Go ahead.
It was coming back on not the woman not letting her kids see their father. I honestly think that's a little mean because there's only like one reason why they wouldn't see their father is they're like killers or something else.
Right. Something that's
or abusive to them.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the man should never be allowed to see their child.
Hold on. Say that again, girl. You don't think the man should never be able to not see his child?
Okay.
Because you said you don't think a man should be able to see his child. But yes, y'all know what she's mean, but go ahead.
But because it's not mature. It's not mature to let, because that's like a kid saying you're not allowed to see their Barbie anymore.
She took it to Barbie.
It's like that, because like if I wouldn't be able to see my dad, that would be like.
That would be devastating.
Yeah.
Say it.
Devastating. I would probably like find out a way to get there or something.
You gonna run away from home?
Well, I'll come back eventually, but I gotta see my dad.
Let's leave them with this. How do you feel about me?
I love you.
Okay. Right.
You're the best dad ever.
Right there. Best dad ever. I thought I was bullshitting when I got this baby. This ain't this right here. This right here. It's real. My babies love me. You know what I mean? Are you ever disappointed in me?
The stuff you told me, I'm not going to get into that, but the stuff you told me, what you did.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed.
Yes, people. We'll get into that on future shows, but yes. But as men, we have to keep it real with our children. Would you rather me keep it real with you or not?
Keep it real.
There you go.
Not too real.
Nah, I ain't get into detail, did I?
Mm-mm.
But I did keep it real with you. And I'm always going to keep it real with you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if it's pretty. Because guess what? Me telling you how I used to be can make you realize what not to look for in men. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is why I keep it real. But we gave you guys 22 minutes, man, and I hope you guys are still here, man. There's some videos that's just popped up on your screen right now. Please make sure that you get more in depth in the channel because it's going to be more of Jordan. Hopefully we're going to get some Duchess in here, and hopefully we get Erin in here.
Yeah.
Because she is a grown woman doing her adulting out there. But all I say to you guys, and I'm always going to say to you guys, is make sure that you take your responsibilities serious. That's all. Make sure your priorities are taken seriously. Make sure your priorities is your responsibilities, and your responsibilities is your priorities. And
a lot of big words.
yes, and I'll teach you those later. But at the end of the day, I'm here for you guys, man. This is Dutch Talk Fatherhood, and we was just talking with my daughter here, Jordan Davis. We out. Peace. Y'all be safe out there.